Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is July 16, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, we will take a look at top stocks with a high short ratio. So with that, we got a company here, Carvana. Carvana has a high short ratio and stock has been doing well of late. Let's take a look at companies like Carvana and see what stocks you can buy and squeeze those short sellers. So with that, let's jump in and get started. Alright, so we'll start with a quick market update and look at top picks when it comes to shorts, high short ratio stocks, and then look at top stocks with a high short ratio, and finally we'll conclude with few stocks we can buy next week. So with that, let's jump in and get started. Look, from a market perspective, we had a great market, great rally on Friday. Nice rally. Look, we got 658 points in Dow Jones Industrial Average. Nice uptick, as you can see here, and we had a nice finish, strong finish, which is good. And look, we had Nasdaq also nice finish here. Nice start somewhere here and nice finish, and same story with S&P 500. So even though Dow Jones dropped a lot, it went higher. Finally, for the week, it closed a little bit low. It's a weekly loss, as you can see here. And right now, don't fear the bear market. It gives a good chance to buy these winning stocks. I think it's a good one. You should, if you're a long-term buyer, you got to pick some great stocks and stick with it. You will do well. And look, investors are really worried and obsessed about Fed's next rate hike. Is it 1 point? Is it 0.75? They're really wondering. But big picture is there are a lot of great stocks we could buy here, taking advantage of this market-wide sell-off. Look, on the crypto side, crypto is coming down big time here. A lot of companies going under. Latest one is Celsius, as you can see here. So with that, let's jump in and get started. Alright, from a fear and greed index perspective, look, right now we're in the fear zone, and I can see us coming back to extreme fear. Since last, this entire year, we have been fluctuating between fear and extreme fear. It's a very, very volatile market. That's why it's options traders a dream market. You can make a lot of money selling some of these put options way below the current stock price, and also selling some call options way above the current stock price. It's a great market for option sellers, and also it's a great market for traders who really know how to trade well by looking at some of these indicators. All right, let's jump in here and look at the market. Look, we got a market here, 1 year market. Look, from a 1 year perspective, S&P 500 has been down, as you can see, a nice channeling down here, and you could see some strength here. So as you see this small strength here, it's good to really take a notice here, because I can see us coming back down. Fed will make some big news and market will come back down again. So that's why you got to be careful. When it's going higher, take some profit off the table. When it's coming down big time, buy some great stocks or sell some put options. You'll do very well. And look, same story in Dow Jones Industrial Average. Nice channeling down, and we got some pocket of strength right now. Still, we're in the volatility box here, as you can see here. I can see us fluctuating again, coming back down as Fed increases the rates again. And same story with Nasdaq, as you can see here. Nasdaq is a little more stronger. It's in the tight trading channel, as you can see here. I can see us coming back down as Fed starts increasing rates, and we got the earnings season, and we got to be careful in the earnings season. And look, Russell is also doing the same thing. All these markets are really going in tandem or doing the same thing, as you can see here. And then you got here a ZB, or the bond. Look, bonds are trying to go higher, as you can see here. So you got to keep a close attention on the bond here. If bond really goes higher, and interest rate also, look, interest rate is trying to figure out where to go here. Interest rate and the dollar are biggest culprits here. We got to see how they're doing. If the dollar goes higher, stock market can come down. All right, then we got gold here. Look, gold is trying to figure out where to go. It's been a brutal market on the precious metal. Gold, it's been going down as you can see here. All the commodities are really having hard time. Look, even crude oil is struggling slightly as you can see here. All right, now let's jump in here and look at few more indicators. All right, so next is my favorite market breadth indicators. I keep a close watch on market breadth indicators that tells you what market might do. This is like when you're a physician, you look at various levels and monitor patients health conditions. Similarly, in the stock market, you got to watch out and see the market breadth. That's like watching the vital indicators and then see what way you can trade. Look, right now S&P 500 is trying to go higher as you can see here, gaining some momentum as you can see here. I can see us coming down slightly as Fed increases the rates. Look, finally skew after dropping off big time, showing some progress. That tells you the folks are really bullish about the market. That's why skew is trying to go higher. Still skew is low here. Skew can if the skew goes above 145, I'm worried. Right now I'm not worried too much. Skew is going higher, which is a good sign. That tells you market is showing some upward momentum. And then you got your trader index. Trader index, as it goes down, you got to be watching out. Right now trader index is pointing slightly down as you can see here. This is a moving average. We got to be careful here. Nothing great, but you got to watch out the trend here. The trend is really fluctuating. There is nothing great here. Trader index is telling us, hey, it's still no conclusive trend at this time. It's really neutral at this time. And then you got tick here. Tick is really not telling us too much here. It's a kind of trading range as you can see here. So we'll see how it goes. Tick is a great indicator for traders who want to trade S&P 500 futures. That's a great indicator. You could see if the tick goes higher, you basically go short the market. If tick goes way lower, you're long the market. It's a great indicator for S&P 500 E-mini traders. And then you got vol SPD. This tells you up volume and down volume. Looks like we got nice volume surge here in S&P 500. That's a great indicator. And then you got here VIX. VIX is really dying down as you can see here. That tells you folks are not worried about market at this time. There is some smart money in buying the market. That's why we don't need to worry too much. VIX is really coming down big time. And then you got put call ratio is 0.65. That tells you more folks are buying call options. There is some generally positive sentiment in the market. That's why folks are buying more call option. And put premium for selling put option might be slightly lower, but if we go after some stocks that are high implied volatility rank stocks, you could make some good money with the selling put options. And then you got your AUD JPY pair. Looks like folks are really borrowing money and putting the money into stock market. Risk on play here. Folks are really betting market will go higher. They're borrowing from this high interest rate currency and really putting the money into market as you can see here. That tells you this market has got legs. And then you got here dollar is strengthening. This will be a little bit negative for the market, as many of you know. All right, now let's look at stocks with the high short ratio. We'll start with my favorites. So look, we'll start with the volume more than 1 million shares traded, relative strength index less than 50. That tells you these stocks are really sold off here and they can go higher. Altman Z-score more than 1.8. That tells you these stocks are fundamentally strong. You don't need to worry about these stocks going bankrupt. And then you got Piotrowski F-score more than 5. That means these stocks have got great balance sheet and their financial books are improving. That's also a great story. And then you got your price is more than 5-day exponential moving average. That tells you these stocks are becoming stronger as we speak. So with that, let's jump in here. Next slide is really these some of my favorite stocks when it comes to stocks with a high short ratio. All right, so look, we got the stocks here. The format of this slide is a little bit different than what we saw last time. I will quickly walk through, make sure you're familiar with this new format. All right, let's jump in here. Look, we got ticker, name, insider and institutional transactions, which is recent transactions, and then you got sales and sales growth in 1 year, gross margin, net margin, all the way to short ratio. This is what we had almost last week and before. What I've done is I've added some of these indicators here, because for heavy short ratio stocks, you got to be looking at some technical indicators. That's why I have added volume and relative volume in 10 days, relative volume in 30 days, relative volume compared to 60-day and 90-day. This tells you, how is what is the volume telling? Normally, volume is like a lie detector. If the volume is going down compared to current volume, you got to be watching out. For example, if you look at AEO here, American Eagle, look, volume is telling us, the current volume is really less than 10-day average volume. So that's a little bit concerning to me. That's why you got to be slightly careful. If the stock is going higher with the high volume, then it's a good indication. But right now it's telling you AEO, American Eagle, even though RSI is 45, volume is slightly coming down compared to a 10-day average volume or 30-day volume or 60-day average volume. So you got to be slightly careful here, given the volume is slightly down. And I also added VWAP 1 day and VWAP 20-day here. So normally if the VWAP is higher, look, we got stock price 11.78, VWAP is 11.71. That tells you stock wants to come slightly lower when it comes to 1 day VWAP. But if you look at 20-day VWAP here, it's 11.88. So in a 20-day type period, stock wants to go higher to this 11.88 level here. That tells you longer term VWAP, there is a really a little bit higher price. Stock can go slightly higher. So that's the new these are the new columns here, volume all the way to VWAP. Some of these technical type indicators. That way you can get good value out of this and go from there. All right, so my favorites are really these are the stocks. This list is my favorite, and you can also look at the stocks with the volume surge. Look, we got X, United States Steel. Look, off late volume is going higher. Current volume is 40% more than 10-day average volume, and also 37% more than 30-day average volume. That tells you stock is really going higher with the higher volume. That's a good sign here. This rally can have some legs. That's why you could buy some United States Steel or X at these levels here. Look, stock is also net margin positive company, and they got nice overall score. And look, they got a lot of cash. They got $2.8 billion cash on the balance sheet and nice free cash flow here. And then you got few more here. Look, we got Canada Goose, also a good stock, but look, volume is drying down compared to 10-day, 30-day, and so on and so forth. Stock is slightly going higher. You could buy this one up here. It's a positive net margin company, but look, volume is slightly down compared to its 10-day average volume or 30-day or so on and so forth. And VWAP is telling you in 1 day time frame here, stock might come down to 17.30. Right now it's 17.63, but stock can go higher because 20-day VWAP is a little bit higher compared to current price. All right, so we got few more here. I also love the stock with nice and high overall score. Few stocks have got nice and high overall score. And as you scan through here, we got WBD here, Warner. And look, it's got a nice institution buy 10% here. Insiders are also buying slightly. And look, RSI is low here, but look, nobody's buying the stocks. Looks like, the volume is lower. Current volume is lower than relative volume in 10-day or 30-day or 60-day. That's why you got to be slightly careful. Even though stock is going higher slightly, volume is telling you, hey, you know what, the stock may not go high because volume is really not going higher. All right, so we got few more here. Look, the next one right here, CHS. This has got nice and high overall score of 81 here. It's a positive net margin company, but look, there is volume is not really going higher. You got to be slightly careful here. On the other hand, MGY here, this one is going higher. Look, it's got low RSI. There is a nice volume surge compared to 10-day average volume. So this could be a good one. This can go higher. You could buy some MGY and participate in a short squeeze. And then you got few more here. Look, we got one more here, NVST here, Envista. This also has got a nice volume surge here. Volume has gone above the 10-day average volume. You could buy this one also. Low RSI, as you can see here. And we got a few more here. ENTG, same story here. Nice volume, as you can see here. It's right now the current volume is above 10-day average volume by 4.26%. And then we got TROW price here. And look, now the short ratio is dropping off here. Some of these are a little bit better stocks. Short sellers are worried about these stocks here. All right, so also keep watch on what insiders doing, what institution doing. And last we got SHO here. Look, there is a nice relative volume surge. It's above its 10-day average volume. This also can go higher. RSI is 41, tells you stock is sold off here. All right, these are some of my favorite stocks. I'll be looking at initiating some buys next week as we go through. All right, now let's look at all the stocks with a heavy short ratio, and only criteria is volume is more than 1 million shares traded. Let's look at the complete list here and see what we can buy. One of the reasons I love to play short squeeze game is, look, as stock is coming down, short sellers will start really selling really shorting the stock. It will come down, but as it comes down to certain levels, this is when insiders will start buying, institutions will start buying, and then the stock will go in higher, and this will crush the short sellers, and short sellers will cover and buy, and stock will go still higher. So that's why there is a very good interest level for the short squeeze candidates in many retail investors and hedge funds also. All right, so now let's jump in and get started. Look, we got the complete list here. And top of the list is Revlon. Revlon is filing for bankruptcy, like many of you know here, but that doesn't stop people from playing the game. Look, Revlon at this time, look, volume is dying down here. It's slightly below its average volume, as you can see here. It's still above its 90-day volume, but if you compare to 10-day average volume or 30-day average volume, current volume is below those levels here. That's why at these levels, given RSI is 53, I'm not too much interested in Revlon. On the other hand, if you look at few more here, HRTX here, this interests me mainly because, look, it's got lower RSI below 50, just like I wanted. And look at the volume. Volume is going higher. Current volume is more than 42% of 10-day average volume, and 43% of it's higher by 43% compared to 30-day volume, and so on and so forth. That tells you volume is going higher, and look, stock is slightly going down, as you can see here. But you could buy some of the stock here, given RSI is still low and the volume is going higher. And look, overall score is 39, not too bad. And list goes on here. Look, we got Carvana here. Carvana, look what's going on here. RSI is 40, tells the stock is sold off, as you can see here. But look, volume is going higher. That tells you stock wants to go higher. And stock, as you can see here, on Friday it went higher. But generally, RSI 40 tells you stock is still sold off, as you can see here. And we got one more here, Nikola. Look, Nikola also same story. Volume is going higher. It's above 10-day moving 10-day average volume by 13%. That's a good sign here. And look, RSI is 48, still low. And stock, as you can see here, wants to go higher. It went higher on Friday. It's a good one here. You could buy some NKLA or Nikola. And the list goes on here. Look, Carvana, nice insider buy. Veru, look, Veru has got nice institution buy. Veru, the problem is, look, it's a high RSI at these levels. Unless you're a long-term investor, you got to be slightly careful with Veru. And we got few more here. Keep a watch on insider and institution. We got GRPN, nice insider buy here, but look, volume is not there. Its current volume compared to its 10-day, 30-day, and 60-day is lower. That's why I'm not too much interested here. On the other hand, stocks like Workhorse still is okay, because look, volume is more than 10-day average volume. And even FSR RSI is 54, slightly high for me, but look, volume is there. You could still buy some Fisker and participate in this short squeeze. Still nice and high short ratio. And the list goes on here, and as usual, keep a watch on the relative volume here. If you see a volume surge and low RSI, you could buy those names here. On the other hand, if you see a volume surge and if you also see a high RSI, don't buy at that time. Wait for the stock to cool off here, then you could buy. And look, stocks like WRBY Parker interests me. Look, it's got a nice volume. Its current volume is 4.63% higher than the 10-day average volume. You could buy that one also. And look, we got Wayfair, one of my favorite stock here. Nice and high volume. Look at the volume here. Current volume is more than 93% of 10-day volume here, and same story, nice and high volume. I would be a buyer of stock like Wayfair. Still low RSI, as you can see here. All right, so even Wuzi as example has got a nice from volume perspective, nice volume here, but this stock I think it's going higher in 10 days, as you can see here. RSI is 53, slightly high for me. All right, let's jump in here and look at a few more. As usual, keep a watch on insider and institution buying here. Stocks with nice insider institution buy are great ones here. And look, in this list, we got only here one here, purple. Purple, look, nice 13% institution buy here. And look, stock is current volume is above 30-day and 60-day and 90-day volume. You could still buy this one here. Low RSI, as you can see here. And we got Canopy Growth here. Look, RSI is very low, but there is no volume. Look, its volume is below its average volumes. And we got a few more here. Look, we got Teledoc here. Teledoc, after getting battered with the right now, it's nicely going higher, as you can see here. RSI 58 and nice volume. So at this time, I would be waiting slightly here. Given RSI is slightly high for me, I would wait for this to cool off slightly. And look, we got two more here, both Dix and Go GEVO here. Nice volume here. And look, Dix has got slightly higher RSI, but GEVO here, low RSI. You could look at this one here, but the stock has got a negative net margin, so you got to be slightly careful. Technically, it may be okay to buy at these levels, but be careful. Valuation is sky high, as you can see here. All right, now let's jump in here and look at a few more. And list goes on here, and let me just move it slightly. All right, As usual, keep your eye on insider and institution here. If you see some nice insider buy or institution buy like Coinbase here, look nice institution buy. But see what's going on here. We got volume not doing well here. I want volume to go higher, but its volume is low compared to its average volumes here. But it's got a nice overall score, and look, stock wants to go higher. It's it's above its high. In one day it went higher, and in 10 day also it went higher. So Coinbase, as many of you know, it's a hostage to crypto. That's why it's really wondering where to go. And we got few more here with nice and high volume like VTNR. Look at that volume, nice and high volume here. RSI is also low here, 43. You could buy some VTNR here. Stock is trying to, let's see here, go higher, as you can see here. And we got few more here. We got LIND here. LIND also look nice and high. This one doesn't have too much volume here, but PACB here, PACB right here, Pacific Bio. Look at that volume, nice volume surge here, low RSI. And look, stock is dropping off right now big time here. I say, wait for this to cool off slightly. I think this can go higher given volume is high. I would wait for this to cool off slightly, let it start going higher, then I would be buying this stock here. And then we got few more. Look, we got a nice volume surge in Cinemark also here, CNK, nice volume surge, and stock is also going higher, but it's got a little higher RSI here, 58, so I will not be interested at this time here. All right, look, GameStop here. Look, GME, GameStop. Look, RSI is 58, slightly high for me. But look, from a volume perspective, its volume is slightly higher than the 10-day average volume. All right, so we got REI. Look, nice volume surge. I like it. And RSI is 29. Till the stock is sold off here. You could buy this company also. It's one of the volatile stocks here. Relatively good overall score, as you can see here. All right, so we got few more here. As usual, keep a watch on insider and institution here. Look, we have been talking about Stitch Fix for a while. Looks like it had a nice surge here. RSI is still low. Even at this time, look, volume is not there. I want volume to be slightly higher, but looks like volume is improving. As you can see here, it's very well below its 90-day average volume, but it's slightly below its 10-day average volume. I think volume is picking up, which could be okay at these levels here. We got few more here. Look, we got ATUS, volume is there, as you can see here, and even ASTR, nice, it's nice volume. Volume is much 15% above its 10-day average volume, and nice RSI here, and stock is going higher in one day, and you could buy this one here given RSI is low. And the list goes on here. Look, Asana, nice and high insider buy, as you can see here, but look, volume is not there. I would wait for volume to pick up here. And Urban, look, nice volume. I like the volume here. It's a nice and high volume and low RSI. You could buy some Urban at these levels and go from there. And VXRT, same story, nice volume, and RSI is slightly high for me. I would not be buying at this time. I want this to cool off slightly. When the RSI comes down, I will be buying this one. All right, let's jump in here and look at few more. Look, we got list continuation here. Keep a watch on insider and institution buy. We got one right here, Affirm. Looks like insiders are buying Affirm. Look at that volume jump here. Volume shot up nicely, 50% higher than the 10-day average volume, and RSI is slightly high, but I would be still buying some Affirm here. Look, stock went up nicely here. In 10 days it went up 34%. 1 month it went up nicely. You could still buy some Affirm here. And we got INVA here. Look, this one is also good, nice volume here. Overall score is perfect. Low price stock here. Volume surge, I like it. So you could buy some Innovio here, and look, RSI low, that tells you, right now it's sold off here, but volume is going higher, and stock is slightly down off late here, but 1 month it's higher. I would be buying some INVA here and go from there. And we got two more here, Dynavax and ADMA, nice volume surge as you can see here. Both of them have got nice overall score here, but look, RSI is slightly high, so I will be waiting for a pullback here. I would not put my money right now. On the other hand, look, uranium stock here, UUU, nice volume uptick here, and look, RSI is also below 50 here. I would be interested to buy some UUU at these levels. And we got BNGO here, look, BNGO volume surge, and RSI is middle of the road 50. You could buy some BNGO here given volume is going higher, and stock is also trying to make a small move here, and RSI is middle of the road here. You could buy some BNGO. And we got few more here. Look, we got WTI. WTI also has nice volume surge here. You could buy some WTI also here. Stock is trying to make a comeback, and look, RSI is very low, tells it's sold off. All right, so we got I think that's pretty much here. We'll skip TC 2000 this time around, and we'll do a quick conclusion. From a conclusion perspective, look, market is very volatile. Be very selective. Look for a low RSI, meaning stock is sold off big time, and insiders and institutions are buying, and stock is also showing some improvements in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day. In addition, look for a volume surge that tells you volume is going to the stock. Conservative investors look for positive net margin and free cash flow, and overall score more than 40. And some of my favorite stocks here to play short squeeze game or X, MGY, Carvana, TROW, FSR, W, and so on and so forth. So you could take a look. Look, finally uranium stocks are going higher. You could play with these stocks also. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.